The next race today is the British Racing School 40th Anniversary Commonwealth Cup Trial Stakes over 6 furlongs. First out is Bradzel in the red with the white striped sleeves, winner of the Coventry Stakes at Royal Ascot last summer. The XO is in the purple with the orange disc. Rab Havlin aboard, earlier successful on Queen for You. For Godolphin, number 1 is Mischief Magic and William Buick. Mischief Magic in the all-blue jacket, winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf at Keeneland towards the end of last year. Really smart 2-year-old last season, Mischief Magic. Number 9 is Magical Sunset in the Ammo Racing colours, purple with the quartered cap, white quartered cap. Kevin Stott in the saddle. Stable companion of Magical Sunset is number 2, Trillium, in the white with the dark blue crossbelts and dark blue sleeves. Colours worn by Pat Dobbs on this winner of the Molecombe and Flying Childers last season. In purple with a light blue chevron, the colours of Jeff Smith, number 5, Desert Cop, and Oisin Murphy, seeking to follow up his win on Coltrane in the Cigaro. Desert Cop, a winner on all-weather finals day at Newcastle. Here's number 6, Marbarn, in the yellow with the black epaulets, successful in the Vintage Stakes at Goodwood last summer. Jamie Spencer in the saddle. 7 is Rousing Encore in the noseband, light blue with a purple cross of Lorraine and armlets. Danny Tudhope riding. And Cold Case, number 4, in yellow with large black spots, winner of 2 valuable sales races last season, number 4, Cold Case and Clifford Lee. So it's a good field for this British Racing School 40th Anniversary Commonwealth Cup Trial Stakes. It's over 6 furlongs and they're on their way. And the latest betting, Bradzel, the 7-4 favourite, Mischief Magic at 5-1 along with Cold Case, Desert Cop 13-2, Marbarn at 7-1, a Trillium at 15-2, Magical Sunset at 22-1, and then Rousing Encore at 33-1, the XO at 125-1. Well, fascinating race coming up here. Commonwealth Cup Trial. There's Desert Cop in the purple light blue chevron. Was a pretty impressive winner on the all-weather at Newcastle on finals day. This looks a very different kettle of fish, though, to be honest. And although he's well bred, he's bred to be speedy. He's out of a mare called Speed Cop, who rather lived up to her name. By Oasis Dream. Definitely got a nice future. Be interesting to see how he gets on this turf debut here. In the background, in the blue jacket for Godolphin, is Mischief Magic, winner at the Breeders' Cup last season on the back of a good season. Perhaps he was just below the top level, even though he won 4 times. And does have to concede weight away here. Has got a penalty, Mischief Magic. I had a fairly good look at these in the paddock. I must say I was taken by Trillium. I thought she looked to have done very well. She's not fancied in the market, though, which is surprising. Maybe the stiff 6 would be a little bit of an issue for this Flying Childers Stakes winner and Molecombe Stakes winner. Perhaps the 6, if she's going to be just a sprinter, will test her with a little bit of cut in the ground. Anyway, there's Magical Sunset, Trillium stable companion in the background. Probably didn't get home in the Fred Darling. Dubai duty free at Newbury, first time out this season, drops back to 6. Trillium in the crossbelts, white with the dark blue crossbelts. We can't really see from here, but she's a really useful looking unit. I really like her, number 2, Trillium. Pat Dobbs in the saddle. And here's Bradzel. Probably hasn't done quite as well as Trillium, but that would be going some. Bradzel, winner of the Coventry Stakes here in impressive fashion last season. and then got injured over in Ireland. So he's been off the track for quite a while, Bradzel. Looks fairly straight. Going behind. Runners about to load up here. Bradzel, the 7-4 favourite. Cold Case 5-1. Mischief Magic 11-2. Marbarn at 13-2. Trillium at 7-1. Desert Cop 15-2. Magical Sunset 22-1. Rousing Encore 33-1. The XO at 125-1. The favourite Bradzel going in. So too Rousing Encore. Here's Trillium. Looks the part, Trillium. Desert Cop going up. Now Magical Sunset. Waiting for Marbarn, Cold Case and the XO. Marbarn, the Vintage Stakes winner at the Goodwood Festival, will be the next one, along with Cold Case, both in yellow and black. And the XO, the outsider of the field. They're ready and they're off. Little coming together between Magical Sunset and Desert Cop in the early strides, and Marbarn coming more towards the far side, the inside of the track. On the opposite side is Cold Case in the yellow with the black spots. Bradzel, the favourite, red, white striped sleeves. Down the centre, nose-banded runners, Rousing Encore, light blue and Desert Cop. The XO in the firing line as well. Trillium is held up towards the rear with Magical Sunset, and Rousing Encore just dropping back. And Mischief Magic in the blue jacket, not that far off the pace as they race through the first quarter mile. And Desert Cop and Marbarn towards the far side. Bradzel on the near side, red jacket alongside Cold Case, and then the XO. They're trapped by Trillium. Mischief Magic is driven along then from Magical Sunset and Rousing Encore as they now rise inside the final quarter mile, and Bradzel is taking it up. Bradzel and Holly Doyle going on from Cold Case in second place. Bradzel opening up, followed by the XO running a big race back in third on the far side. Marbarn. Cold Case is trying to come back at Bradzel. Bradzel's been off the track for a long time, and Cold Case is wearing him down. Cold Case from Bradzel. The XO running an absolute blinder, but it's Cold Case who wins. Cold Case, what a run from the XO. Probably grabs second from Bradzel, and Marbarn just behind them.
Chine's ambition for that second placing, but United Approach has gone clear up top and will be a convincing winner. United Approach has won well. Ease down near the line to beat Quintus Arias.
Is Georgieva. Those are now the first three. The Thames Boatman and then Uffington. Union Court is staying on. Prairie Falcon right over on the far side. Amici has the lead now as they race inside the final half furlong. It's Amici to California Gem in second as they race inside the final 100 yards. It's another big prize for Amici. Amici wins. California Gem in second.
Fear Cat and Fornham St Martin and Opportunity Knock still struggling badly. Beelzebub is the leader on the rail. Ertibat, and then on the wide outside, Popular Dream struggling to get there. Beelzebub staying on determinedly here. Beelzebub driven right out, wins the race pretty convincingly. Beelzebub won by 2 from Ertibat.
Under Bed and Silmania coming through the track to the leaders. On the far side is Lady Tilbury, with in between horses Tiger Paw. It's Funny Money Honey, with the battling back on the far side is Malresia. Congo River in third. Funny Money Honey is finding plenty for pressure and is set to make the breakthrough in the Legacy Stakes. Second, Malresia. Congo.
Those came last time out, where he was second at Chelmsford early December. The winner of James Ferguson's has come out and been third since, and he was only a length and a half behind that one. So had a decent break. He's on a back after an absence of 146 days, only his second run on turf. Just like to think there's definitely more to come from him.
Shine's ambition's quite strong in the market for a horse that would need to improve on recent efforts, really.
You would have thought so. He had plenty of chances. He's still a maiden. He's had the 11 outings, largely consistent as a 2-year-old without winning. Highly tried on occasions as well. He ran in a Group 2 Richmond Stakes. He was outclassed there, but he's back up in trip as well. He's been running over 5 films on his 2 starts so far this season, but he's been placed, I think, on 5 occasions over 6, so that shouldn't be a problem. But if you go back to that air run that Quintus Arias won, I think he's got just over 2 lengths to find, and as the profile suggests, he wouldn't be open to the same improvement as Kevin Ryan's runner. So again, I thought he'd find it hard to turn that round.
Just Janet is another one that has been quite popular in the market for David O'Meara, another trainer that's looking for a double on the day, again across the cards. And Just Janet, I do think that at some point she is going to improve this season. Whether it's straight away or not, I wouldn't know, because she's meeting some of these that are already up to speed for the campaign. But she's got plenty of size, and some of her form last year, solid enough, suggests that she can go on.
Yeah, she did well as a 2-year-old. She won on 2 occasions. She won at Wetherby over 5.5. She won at Southwell. She wasn't totally disgraced behind Bradsell on a second start at York. That form obviously reads really well. I put a line through her last performance in Newmarket, back end of the season, sales race. She finished 10th, didn't get the clearest runs, but she was only beaten 5.25 lengths in the end anyway. So good draw in stall 3. She's got plenty of speed, so yeah, and she's a filly who can race handily, so I think they'll look to utilise that draw.
Yeah, I would think that Dave will try and pop her out and get towards that rail as best he can, whether that's in front or just in behind. A lot will depend on how well she gets out, but there aren't loads of guaranteed front runners in this field, really, are there?
No, Quintus Arias I thought will be handy. He was pretty handy when he won at Newcastle last time out. Puffable is quite a free-going filly. She's handy from stall 4, even though she's back up in trip today. And even Ertabat, but he's got the wider draw to do, hasn't he, to get over from stall 6. But the fact he's got the blinkers on, I assume, is to try and fire him up a bit as well. Yeah. So Shine's runner might get him over.
Shine's ambition could go. Made the running at Ayr in a maiden last year and has the inside pitch in 1. I don't think Johnny Pete will be keen to give that straight up, really.
No. Well, certainly being paid to be handy and on that far rail. So yeah, and he's a horse with plenty of experience. So I think Johnny Pete will be keen to get him out and get him up there.
Puffable goes in, and that will leave us 3 of them, including Quintus Arias, the favourite, Ertabat, one of the others, and the other still to load is Hardy Angel for Tim Easterby. He'll need to find some improvement.
Yeah, he'd need to step forward from his reappearance. He's got a wide draw in stall 8. Still looking for his first win at the 6th attempt.
There's Mark's fancy Ertabat going forward. And Racing TV ambassador Paul Mulrennan. He's been having a good run of things. Last one then to go in is Hardy Angel. Let's get back to Stephen.
Hardy Angel completes the lineup there into stall 8 on the outside. Ready. And racing. Off they go over 6 furlongs. The end of Havana Rum was a bit slow to begin. as they jumped away, and Ertibat also having to be motivated, having been slowly into stride, and is now the back marker. Up front, Hardy Angel tracking over from the widest draw to lead just about overall, but Just Janet is bang there, and Shine's Ambition holding his position down on the inside. Lupset Flossy Pop is out wider of those in the red cap. Tracking them is Puffable in the light blue and white alongside Quintus Arias. There then a couple of lengths in advance of Ertibat, who's trying to hang on to this main group, and another 2 or 3 back at the rear to Havana Rum as they go past halfway. And it's Just Janet who has the lead from Shine's Ambition on the rail. Up on the outside is Hardy Angel. Quintus Arias now making ground in behind horses, and he's switching to the outside in the yellow and black. Puffable's also on the move behind horses as well. Then Ertibat, Lupset, Flossy Pop and Havana Rum, they're in line for home, and it's Just Janet against the rail. In the centre is Hardy Angel. Quintus Arias making a line of 3, and Ertibat right down the outside in the maroon cap coming as well from Puffable. Quintus Arias has fought his way to the front past Hardy Angel. Ertibat, the last challenger on the outside, trying to get to Quintus Arias. Quintus Arias and Ertibat. Ertibat on the nod. That is close. Ertibat on the near side of Quintus Arias. A good battle between the pair, clear of Hardy Angel and Puffable.
Photo called. Thought Ertibat. That would seem to confirm it. Ertibat near side. Quintus Arias on the far side. Back in third was the bottom weight Hardy Angel. And we'll just wait for confirmation to come through from the judge. Number 1, Quintus Arias. Number 5, Ertibat. They're the numbers that you're listening out for when the judge lets us know the decision. Ertibat, who rode the rail round the inside early on. I think there was a bit of a battle for the lead, and a few of them paid the price for that, really.
Here is the outcome of the photo finish for first place. First, number 5, Ertibat.
As confirmed, as expected, that Ertibat has won this, but it looked, Mark, like one of those races where everyone wanted that front pitch that has been the pitch for the afternoon, and suddenly what's happened the rest of the day doesn't happen, and all of a sudden the pace doesn't hold up, and Paul had to switch right the way out. Having gone round the inside, he then comes up the centre to get a clear shot at it. I think it's a good ride, this.
Yeah, I think it's a good ride, and I think he's he must be a well-handicapped horse, because I know he had the blinkers on for the first time, but he missed the break. Paul's dropped him in looking for that gap up the rail, but you know, he made the good decision turning in to pull him off the rail rather than sit and suffer. But he's had to come round the whole field, quicken almost twice, and then just get the better of an informed horse. So that suggests he's a well-handicapped horse.
I think he was hoping that Shine's Ambition would carry him further, but as soon as that horse was starting to drop in his lap, I think he quickly changed his plan, and rather than following it through, switched out. He takes back early on in the blinkers, and a few of the others are just wanting to get on with it, aren't they? And Stewart's inquiry is called. Stewart has been called, so let's see if we can find out what that is to do with. But yeah, there's a few of them that are wanting the lead here, aren't there?
Yeah, Hardy Angel, he's done well to get over from one of the widest draw in stall 8. He was soon up there. Shine's Ambition, you expected that from stall 1, a horse with plenty of experience. Just Janet's not too far away, and just looking further back now, you see where Paul Mulrennan is. He's travelling strongly at this stage. He's looking to follow through Shine's Ambition, but he soon makes the decision. The gap, well, it might come, but he wasn't going to take any chances. He makes a decision to pull him off the rail, but by doing it, it's forfeiting ground to do so.
And so looking at interference between the first and second inside the final furlong. That's the kind of announcements that you want on racecourses. You don't always get told exactly what we're looking at. Now you can see that Ertibat does start to lean in. You can see why the blinkers are on, can't you?
Yeah, when Paul first asked him, he shifted to his left. There was no contact there, and again he's edging slightly to his left, isn't it? The head on will obviously tell us a bit more, and we'll see if there's contact or otherwise.
Yeah, and then I suppose the thing is whether that contact's made a difference. I mean,